2.
Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. And here it comes, the NBA on 2. K Sports with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
Oh, look at Malone.
A good game here would get this road trip started confidently for the Cavaliers. This is a game they expect to win. They come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, they're a team that a lot of people called for to kind of go wire to wire in terms of being in first place. That's not possible anymore, but clearly this is an elite team.
Without question. I mean, their expectations may have been a little outsized, but this is a terrific team, and even that doesn't mean you'll win every game.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, Ewing is out there with Malone. Then there's Robertson. Then there's Richard Hamilton. And it's George in at the 3 slot. He's off on the second.
That's not a good
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Now here's Jordan. Rip Hamilton missing his last shot.
Okay, you guys can take Rick. You can take me.
Fires from the wing. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Robertson outside. Screened by Malone. Kicks it to George. Fires for 3. They get it again. Now the Bulls with it. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Brak. He talked about the challenge of game planning for Tim Duncan. He said Timmy's one of the best to ever do it on the low block. We've just got to play the percentages, force him to his left, and force him to make tough, contested shots. Guys, even though Duncan isn't a deadly free throw shooter, he knows how to do that. They want to avoid getting baited into silly fouls. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Jordan, the pass to Parrish. Back to Jordan. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
I like that. Getting their offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Yeah, high percentage shot, and the more points you can get inside, I think the better off they'll be as the game progresses.
And then Malone with
the
dunk.
Come on, Duncan.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Now here's Iverson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Jordan. Here's Duncan.
Terrible
Touch off the glass. Duncan's got his first 2 points of the night.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
There's the pick. The pass to Robertson. He feeds it to Ewing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. It's Jordan on the wing. Pass to Parrish. Jordan against George.
Oh,
Stolen
no.
George.
Fucking stupid animation.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Moving it up and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Cleveland shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And really, the Bulls weathered a lot of injuries last season and still had a good showing in the East. Came away with the 3 seed when many thought they would sink down after missing so many games from key players.
For the finish, and it's
the block by Jordan.
Iverson against Robertson. Here's Jordan. Releases from the wing and drills it. Jordan's got his second basket. And the Bulls did end up with the 3rd seed in the East. 33 of their 50 wins last year, Clark, coming in the Eastern Conference.
But it wasn't an even distribution of those wins for the Bulls. Against their own division in the Southeast, they played .500 basketball. They got their good in-conference record from feasting on the Atlantic teams, taking 16 wins in 18 games against that division.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Hamilton, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Hamilton's got his first bucket in this one.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And stolen by Hamilton.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Bird, he's checked in for the Bulls. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
George, no good.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Pass to Parrish. And good on the basket. Look it.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Here's Hamilton. Robert Parrish making his last shot. Releases from 15. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Iverson passes to Barry. 6 to shoot. Another one falls for Chicago.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Looks for Parrish, gets it to him, and he gets it to go. Parrish has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's Robertson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Ewing can't hit.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And George kicks to Robertson. Parrish against Malone. Outside, George. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Some changes for Chicago. Ewing's checked in for Parrish. Barkley comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Cassell in for Allen Iverson. Then for the Cavaliers, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Ewing. Iguodala comes in for Richard Hamilton. And Mike Conley subbed in for Robertson.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Malone. That one a little long.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the
Barkley.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Lee's checked in for the Cavaliers.
You might just get your hamburger, Barkley.
That one falls, so he hits both
now I'm a hamburger.
The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Chandler dishes to George. Plenty of space. That's short off the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't
hold
there
it, hold
yet
it, hold
in
it.
the court.
Here's Barry.
Get it.
Great play by Bird to set it up. And the Bulls lead by 4.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
It's George on the wing. Down low. And the dunk
Oh,
by
the
Chandler.
facial
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Poor Patrick Ewing.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Brooklyn Nets. Inside, it's tipped. Chandler with the steal.
Sake.
And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Conley gets the bucket.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry. That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Gazelle the pass to Barry.
Take that, Barkley.
Goes in. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
George. Shot is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls out front, up 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
They've got Ewing, Duncan out there with Bird. Then it's Iverson, and it's Jordan in at the 2. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Chicago trailing here. Bird outside. Ewing a screen on Iguodala. Here's Jordan. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
Now here's Price.
Well done.
Stolen by Ewing. Iverson outside. Great play by Bird to set it up. Iverson's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Iguodala outside. The feed now to Lee.
Who had him? Who had him?
Lee's got the lead up to 2 now for Cleveland.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Iverson kicks to Jordan. The dish to Bird. From the corner. Cavaliers with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Conley dishes to Iguodala. Price outside. To the inside. Chandler. And he dunks it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
God damn it.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now, here's Price. Elbow shot is on the way. Can't hit.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys. No. Nice work forcing that miss.
Get the Duncan. Get the Duncan.
Good play
Yes.
by Bird. Just set it up. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
The Bulls making a switch here. Parrish is checked in, and the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Ewing's checked in for Chandler. Malone comes in for David Lee. Hamilton's checked in for Mark Price, and it's Robertson in for Mike Conley.
Talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
Ewing kicks to Robertson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Too many turnovers.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Dishes it to Duncan.
Hold it.
Feeds it to Bird. Passes it to Jordan. It's deflected. Malone with the steal. Here's Iguodala, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Offensive rebound, and Duncan throws it down hard.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. For Chicago, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season. And rightfully so.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Barkley is checked in for Duncan. Barry comes in for Bird, and it's Cassell in for Jordan. George is checked in for Cleveland. Now here's Ewing. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's George. Clock at 6. From the stripe. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. George has got his second bucket of the night. The Bulls have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Iverson passes to Barkley. Shot is up. And Cleveland the other way now. Hamilton right side. Screen by Malone. Robertson against Cassell. George with no one around. Here's Ewing, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player. Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
And the pass to Cassell. 1:32 left here in the second, and that one's good. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Malone, a screen on Casal. The screen from Ewing. Robertson dishes to Ewing. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. And it's 6 points for the Monster.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Hello, random person who's watching this.
Bulls have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Kicks it to Barkley. To the middle. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's George. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Offensive rebound. Here's Hamilton. Shot is off. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Barkley.
Get out of there.
Nice D from Malone.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Ewing's checked in for Allen Iverson. And Cleveland also making a change. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Ewing. Hamilton outside. And George kicks to Malone. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hamilton. And another miss by Cleveland.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first
one.
half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They
just need to hold on to the
and that'll
ball.
wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set.
Come on, hurry up.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Oscar Robertson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
On the court for Cleveland, we've got Richard Hamilton.
Oh, come on, Barry.
With Malone. Then it's Ewing, and it's Robertson. And at the point,
and
the rejection by Parrish. Pass to Jordan. Shoots a 3. It's hauled in by Ewing. Ewing's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside. And Oscar Robertson, the bucket on the assist by Hamilton. Robertson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs. Outside Jordan. Here's Barry, defended by George. Malone against Duncan. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Robertson passes to Malone. He kicks it to George. And the layup falls.
What?
George has got 6.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second move. And
they double up Jordan. Back to Iverson. He dishes it to Jordan. The drive by Iverson. Shoots. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jordan. And the Cavaliers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Barrett, defended by George. Here's Iverson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Ewing's got his 5th rebound in this one. Left side, George. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Parrish.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out. You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice unflappable demeanor, too.
And there's the feed to Malone. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson.
Playing tight.
Robertson's got 4 assists now tonight. Bulls trail by 6. Screen by Parrish. Iverson kicks to Jordan. To the middle. Parrish dishes to Duncan. Some solid defense here from Malone.
Why don't you see the shot?
He gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Oh, Barry.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
The Bulls making a switch here. Bird's checked in, and then for Cleveland, Lee's checked in for Malone. Price comes in for George, and Mike Conley subbed in for Robertson. Price outside. Lets it go from deep. That's good. Price has got 5
You
now.
put me on a man.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
The dish to Duncan. The fadeaway. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Lee, a screen on Jordan. Lee outside. Iguodala outside. Ewing slams it home for the putback. Ewing's got the lead up to 9 now for Cleveland.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Bird. 10 points for Jordan.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Conley kicks to Price. Step back shot, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Quick.
As a defender, you always have to stay on your man's hip. If you don't, that's what's going to happen.
Duncan, the pass to Iverson. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Bird. It's hauled in by Ewing. Ewing's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Price against Iverson, and it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his first foul. Chicago making some changes. Ewing's checked in for Duncan. Barkley comes in for Michael Jordan, and it's Cassell in for Allen Iverson. And Cleveland also making a change. Chandler's checked in. Conley dishes to Chandler. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And guys, one thing you sometimes gets lost. I mean, Mike Conley is a proven winner. Remember, you go back in high school, won 3 state titles. In the one season at Ohio State, led them to the national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
Chicago calls timeout. And for Mike Conley, growing up, he played on some tremendously talented teams. Guys like Greg Oden, Josh McRoberts, his teammates.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he never had to really look for his own offense to win games with those kind of players around him. He came into the league more focused on setting up his teammates, and that's what he does well.
Feeds it to Ewing. The baseline J. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ewing's got 6. Cleveland leading by 9. Price with the ball. 7 points in the game. Iguodala wide open. That 3 off the mark. Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Cassell. That's good. Cassell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Cassell against Conley. Lee, a screen on Cassell. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Iverson's checked in for Cassell.
On.
Hamilton's checked in for Cleveland.
Turnover
outside there. Conley. Screen by Lee. The 3, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That is his first foul of the game.
Barkley, you fucking idiot.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Hamilton kicks to Chandler. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Here's Hamilton. And a big pass off the rim, but sinks right in. And the Cavaliers lead by 9. The Bulls have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Dishes it to Ewing, out of bounds.
Oh, come on!
No clue where that pass was going.
What the hell was that?
Turnover.
The bounce pass straight to
58
you.
seconds left here in the third quarter.
Monkey ass.
Lee outside. He feeds it to Hamilton. Iguodala against Bird. Out to Conley. All sorts of time. It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball.
For fuck's sake. Some days you just can't win.
Full 24-second shot clock. And so here's Cleveland. Iguodala, the pass to Conley. Chandler with a screen for Hamilton. They get it back. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Malone's checked in for Lee. Paul George comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Robertson in for Mike Conley. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Hamilton outside. From 13. Chicago grabs the miss. Ewing's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Lots of room. No luck.
Yeah, really
come on, Ewing.
Be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk. Angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And we've reached the end of the third. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 9. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
Every dime is a flake.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back.
Jordan time.
We've got Duncan. Iverson is out there with Jordan. Then there's Barry. And it's Parrish in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And injuries once again were a central theme of the Bulls season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
And here is Iverson. Duncan with a screen on Robertson. Iverson dishes to Jordan. Duncan with it. He's against Ewing. And Duncan gets it to go in. Here's Robertson. And the rejection by Parrish. Bulls trail by 7. Jordan kicks to Iverson. Passes to Barry. Back to Iverson.
Take that. Hit that
shot. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
Useless in the paint. Useless in the paint.
Robertson outside. George with the ball. Iverson picks him up. The screen from Ewing. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Iverson. Here's Barry. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
In that one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Paul George. On defense, the Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Iverson against Robertson. 6 to shoot. Ewing, a screen on Iverson. Here's Robertson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Bulls trail by 5. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through the monster. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Robertson drives in. The 9-foot shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead. That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Chicago calls timeout. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
Iguodala outside. The screen from Ewing. The drive by Iguodala. Shoots from the baseline. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. There's the pass to Parrish. Kicks it to Iverson. Pass to Jordan. Duncan inside. He's covered by Iguodala.
Nice numbers here from Duncan. 16 points, and in addition to that, he's been a rebounding machine.
Clark, he has been clearing space in that paint, just really out-muscling and out-maneuvering everyone.
The first free throw is good. Duncan hits them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Iguodala outside. Pass to Hamilton. He kicks it to Robertson. He dishes it to Ewing. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Robertson's got his 5th assist in this one. Bulls trail by 3. Jordan kicks to Parrish. Back to Jordan. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Robertson drives in. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Jordan the pass to Iverson to take the lead. Rebound
come on, Iverson.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Duncan dishes to Jordan. Fader on the way. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Jordan's got 12 points in just the second half. Cavaliers leading. Here's Robertson. Hamilton right side. Malone with the screen. Hamilton kicks to Malone. Back to Hamilton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Complete domination. What a game for the monster. He has 9 rebounds and 2 steals. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
Both free throws good from Ewing. Here's Iverson. Now Jordan wants to get it to Duncan and does.
Get in.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Robertson with it. Iverson picks him up. Malone with the screen. Robertson kicks to Malone. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Out to the right wing. Screen by Duncan. And they double up Jordan. The feed to Duncan to tie it up. And again, no good by Chicago.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Here's Iguodala. Can't hit. Great D that time from Duncan. Bulls have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Back to Iverson. Iverson with the steal. And here we go. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
Great D. Picked it off and took it all the way for the solo finish.
And Cleveland making a change here. George is checked in. There's the dish to Duncan. And Ewing with the block. And he gets it back. And he recovers it. Screened by Duncan. Jordan the pass to Parrish. 4 on the shot clock. Tries yet again. No good from Jordan.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And George kicks to Hamilton.
1,
Back to George.
2.
Here's Ewing. It's a big high bounce and goes in. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. And Chicago shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. From deep, Jordan. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He's unguardable. Nobody been able to contain him here in the fourth quarter. Now 4 of 5 from the field.
And George, here we go. It falls.
Fuck off.
How he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in. Looking at the game for George, he's got 8 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
And one puts them in a very nice spot as they stretch that lead out a little bit.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for Jordan. That doesn't go either for Jordan. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, you gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a very strong shot.